Good afternoon from the Chardon Weather Center. There's been a lot of conjecture and different people talking about a possible storm for the last 3 to 5 days heading up the East Coast from origins in the Caribbean near Florida. And today we finally, around noon, have some consensus as to the path and possible strength of this little feature. And first of all, let me assure you, this is not going to be no major storm by any means, just a prolific rainmaker for some areas. On this particular map, we have the precipitation map with the low pressure system off the East Coast near southern Virginia at 60 hours. This is the Yuki model. And just several of the models I'm just going to show you so you get an idea of some kind of model consensus. This is at 60 hours, and at 72 hours, you can see the storm system entering southern New England. Now, this particular map I'm showing you right now is the Canadian model, and as you can see, there's really not a whole lot of difference between that and the Yuki as far as positioning and general strength of the system at 60 hours. You can see that areas to the east and direct south of Philadelphia would receive the most rain, perhaps 2 to 4 inches, and a few spots seeing a little bit more, but certainly nothing like we've had last fall with Sandy. The GFS model shows a very similar situation. This is at 54 hours with the storm system to the south of Delaware heading straight northerly. Then it veers off to the northeast, clipping eastern parts of New England on its way out to sea. So as you can see, this is not going to be any great big storm. The most it's going to be is just nice rainmaker for some areas, primarily from Philadelphia east and south, and even parts of eastern New England could get a decent amount of rainfall, but certainly no giant hurricane or big, or for that matter, even a big tropical storm. It's just going to be a run-of-the-mill rainstorm and probably a lot less storm effects than you would see from your typical nor'easters that we see in the fall and winter time in the Delaware Valley. So thank you so much for joining me from the Chardon Weather Center, and have a nice weekend.